Hey folks, welcome to another video on the Stoltz Farm YouTube channel. It's Jordan here, and we are in the field. It is official. Tractor's out in the field. It's a 9520 right now, out with the harrow, kind of working some sunflower ground. We aren't having any sunflowers to plant this year, but we do have some stalks that are still standing up from last fall, and we do need to get those kind of knocked down, chopped up. It's kind of a whole process when you have these big sunflower stalks before you can go ahead and seed something like barley or wheat onto it, which I think is the plan this year. So I'm headed up to switch into the tractor and finish some harrowing that is being done. And it wouldn't be the first day of spring work in the field without a minor hiccup or breakdown, and that's what we're dealing with right now. More on that later. Let's roll the intro. Okay, so there is not really a breakdown. It's more of just like a little issue with the tractor that we were having last fall. The 9520 has a light come on when the tractor's under load that just kind of indicates possibly a fuel flow issue. So we need to replace a filter before we kind of reach out to the John Deere service guys and have them come out and look at it. So I'm gonna go through some of these filters and find the right one for the 9520. Could take a second, but we're gonna get the right one here, go swap that out, see if it fixes the problem, and then wrap up the harrowing, hopefully. Well, we did not have the filter. It's kind of like a little inline filter, a real small one, and just didn't seem to have it. At least my eyes didn't see it. So I'm going up to pick up my dad, who's in the tractor right now, and we are going to make a little trip to John Deere and go see if they do have that filter. And if they have the filter, we'll run over, pick one up, and replace it and see if that solves the issue. If it doesn't solve the issue, service will have to come and do it probably tomorrow. A little delay, I wouldn't call it a breakdown, but something that we just don't know if it's going to happen or not until the tractor gets under load pulling something heavy at the full engine speed. You can service all you want beforehand, but you don't know how it's going to behave and react until that actually occurs. So want to make sure this is kind of fixed and not an issue before we do get the air seeder onto this tractor and everything. It's not a huge deal to get the harrowing done today or anything like that, but we will get this issue resolved and get right back to it. Stay tuned. So there are 3 filters on the tractor that I picked up at John Deere, and we just replaced one of them, which was kind of like a little inline fuel filter. There are 2 more. One of them we replaced last year, and the other one we haven't replaced in a bit. We're gonna try one at a time and see if that kind of fixes the issue. Go from there, I suppose. Well, we did all 3 filters, and between some combination of those, it did fix the problem. So the harrowing is going on right now. I came back to kind of service one of the rock pickers, and we'll work on that until the end of the day today. Tractor's going again. We'll do more field work probably tomorrow. Stay tuned for more great stuff to come in this video. We will be in the field on this video. Stay tuned. All right, I promised field work, and that's what we're gonna get today. It's the next day from when I filmed the intro clip here, where we were kind of fixing the 9520 and getting everything set up there for some field stuff. Harrowing's been going on. We are actually hooking up the air seeder right now, is where I'm headed to unhook the harrow and hook up the air seeder. And I think we'll also be disking or cultivating a little bit too. So we got all kinds of stuff going on. Fertilizer's home, seed is home, tractor's ready to get moved to the air seeder. We got a disc going. Fertilizer was spread earlier today. All kinds of stuff happening on the farm today. Spring work in full effect. We're in the field. I'm gonna switch this over to the air seeder from the Harrow, and I believe we need to change a tire on the fertilizer hauling truck as well, which is just like a tandem truck. And then later on, probably be out in the field a little bit, either cultivating or disking, depending on what's needed. Let's get to it. Starting out here in this canola stubble. This has already been harrowed yesterday. I'm going through with the cultivator and hitting some low spots and the edges, some spots that were a little bit rougher and we weren't able to seed right through necessarily. We're going to seed right into this, what we harrowed the other day, because there is a good amount of loose dirt. Easy winter, don't need to plow too much up, so we're just going to hit these low spots with this cultivator. And we're even going to test if this works in the sunflower stalk field, so we don't have to use the disc on everything to cut a little corner, I guess. But the disc would work as well with that. We're working some of that ground as well currently. So we're doing air seeder prep. We got some field spread. The disc is going north of me, and I'm hitting this with the cultivator. This will take an hour or so unless this works in the sunflower stalks quite well, and then I can go to work on that field too. I'll update you guys with the general week plan and what it looks like going forward here in a bit. Stay tuned. All right, we're out in the 8870 now instead of the 8770, disking this previous sunflower field. See all these stalks down here on the ground, if you can see that with the glare. Go to this side, all of these stalks need to be chopped up. The disc does a good job of that, getting this fertilizer tilled in that we spread earlier today. I'll continue on with the disking. The generic plan is to hopefully seed 200 to 250 acres of wheat by Thursday night. We're gonna get rain on Friday, and it'd be kind of nice to get some seed in the ground prior to that rain. That's kind of the target, is about 240 acres is kind of the number we're shooting for. That's about 100 acres on the fields we've been on, and then 40 somewhere else. That'll start tomorrow for getting to that number. And for now, we're working in some of this fertilizer, servicing things, getting the air seeder all ready to go and stuff like that, and disking. For reference, it's about 7:30 p.m. on April 23, 2024. Seed probably going in the ground here on the 24th tomorrow. I'll continue on disking. Stay tuned. All right, and that'll wrap it up for today. Planting season has long days. It's about 9 o'clock right now. We're kind of shutting it down. Didn't quite finish that field up for disking, but should be finished in an hour or so tomorrow, I think. Not quite sure yet if we're gonna seed right into what's disked, or if we're gonna also need to smooth it out. Possibly just adjust the depth of the air seeder and everything to make it a little bit better for seeding. Wheat planting will probably start tomorrow, as long as there aren't any breakdowns or complications. That is the rough plan. I'll keep you guys updated, of course. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. we're gonna end this one here and pick up again tomorrow with more field work. Planting season 2024 in full effect. See you guys later.